Am I like I'm audible? Yeah, am I audible? Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dhirendra Meena. I'm co-founder of Exploralearn, and as you all are a member of our maybe our worksheet group or free worksheet group, and you have been associated with us. Some of you might have joined us recently. Some of you have been associated with us for so long. And we what we do, we provide educational activity based. Sir, your volume बहुत low है. Okay, I'll try to speak a little louder. Abhi, can you confirm how my voice is coming up? Amrita, am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay. So everyone must check their internet connectivity just to ensure that my our voice is clear. So again, once again, welcome. I welcome everyone in this webinar. We are creating educational activities. We have been providing worksheets. So over a period of time, we have realized that there are many things which parents are not aware. So we started this initiative where we bring experts like Amrita on different topics, and they deliver the content, the things, and also they enlighten us with their knowledge, and that will help us in choosing or making a right decision wherever we are. So I'm sure this session will be very helpful. And in case many parents wants to know about Explorer and what exactly we do, you can always inquire about our product. This is not about product, but this is about the Phonics webinar that we are about to start. So I welcome Amrita with us. She is MA. She has done MA in psychology. Sorry, diploma in counseling, nursery, and she's done nursery teacher training teacher as well, right? Training as well. And she has started her career in, I think, 2012, right? Since then, she is into teaching. And she was earlier, she has worked with really good, I would say, very big schools, I would say, and she has been teaching in India, Dubai, and now she is very well, I would say, a very experienced phonics teacher who has been taking her own classes. So we invited her to discuss about all about phonics, and like what is the importance of phonics, understanding the distinct phonics sounds, how to introduce reading to your child. So Amrita, welcome to this webinar. I hope we all, even me, I will learn a lot from you, and parents will also learn from you. So over to you. Kindly, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much for giving the floor to me. And I just want the screen sharing right so that I can share my presentation with the parents. And all parents are requested if they can switch on their cameras, and so that I can see who all are attending, and we can make it interactive. So the more you interact with me and you keep your videos on, it will be great. So I want to see all the parents. So please switch on your cameras.
I have you now you can share your screen. Just try.
Yes, I am doing that. I think it should be visible.
Yeah, it's visible. Now I can see.
All right, great. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see this.
All right. So I hope all parents will keep their videos on. So these are the some of the Zoom meeting rules. So parents think that you are in the classroom and you are becoming students and learning. So please be prepared to ask me questions towards the end of the session. The more you are interactive with the activity that I give you, that will really deepen your understanding. So you have to be interactive. And if you have any questions in between, just keep taking notes and all. And during interaction, just raise your virtual hand up so that, we can give opportunity to few parents to, to understand what their understanding of, phonics is or activities. So videos are most essential to be kept on during this session. So moving on, let me share my next screen. So I welcome all the parents to this parent phonics workshop, and it is going to be really interesting. And so I'm going to take you through different steps how children pick up, phonics sounds, and further, getting them to read. And here is the agenda. And so, first, I'm going to ask you, as parents, who would volunteer and tell me what is your understanding of phonics. Then there's an activity and how phonics is taught, digraph for blending for reading, and other little small strategies. So here is the question for parents to just raise their virtual hands up so that I can hear what are your thoughts on phonics. So what do you know about phonics? And so if there are any parents who would like to share their thoughts, I would really welcome that. So just raise your virtual hand up, parents. I want to know what are your thoughts before I start rolling out certain things about phonics. Anyone?
Yeah, we would encourage
Any
all the
parent would
parents, like,
like to?
yeah, we have one.
So Miss Aisha has raised her hand. So let's hear from her. Like, what is her thoughts on phonics? Aisha, you can
Aisha,
unmute yourself.
please.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Afternoon.
afternoon.
Yeah, phonics means the
Yes,
sound that we make uh, a sound is like a for apple,
right.
we sounds for b is for b. The making of the sound is called as phonics.
Perfect. Very good. Great. Let us hear from some more parents. What are their thoughts on phonics? Great. Good, Aisha. Anyone else?
Yeah, parents,
Oh,
please, you can communicate, because it's very important to, understand what exactly is your understanding. That way, we will be able to deliver this workshop in a better manner. तो आप में से whatever you feel, like आपकी जो भी knowledge है, please share with us.
yes, even if you can, few more parents can, share their thoughts, it will be great because the more you make it interactive, you will learn. So, think that your students, again, you're back into your school days and you're interacting. So just take this webinar as that. After this, there's an activity for parents which you have to do and try. Anyone else, or should I move on to my activity?
I think parents are very shy.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi,
Yes,
good
hi.
afternoon. Yeah,
afternoon.
it's a sound of the letters which we speak, like A, B, C, the sounds which we produce, I mean, which we speak basically,
Yes,
sound of
perfect.
letters.
All right, perfect. Great.
Phonics are the sounds of the letters that we are supposed to pronounce for each word.
Right. Great. Thank you. So, yes, there are parents who understand what are phonics. And so now I'm going to give you activities. So, parents, please take your sheets, plain papers, or rough papers, and I want you to do an activity on this. Just try making words with these letters. Can you do it or not? And after 5 minutes, I'll ask you whether you have been able to, create words from these letters. So just try this out for me and tell me. You can raise your virtual hand so that I know whether you have been able to, make words or not. So I want your pen or pencil out, and you can try this activity on a rough paper and see, and then tell me if you have been able to create words from these letters. Like this is the A to Z format, and why I have put this activity so that you understand why exactly we need phonics for our children. For anyone who has done it, and I'm sure most of you will come across with something which is what I'm looking at for the answers. Anyone who would like to share their learning, whether you've been able to create words or not? Parents, please be interactive. I need some volunteers.
Yeah, it's a request from all the parents. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, if you'll participate, then only this workshop will be helpful for all of us. So rather than being silent, I would urge everyone to just come up with whatever be the words, whatever you, even if you can notice, like I figured it out. I found caught, rot, rat, that, bat, cat. There are, I mean, I can tell you so many words, but again, parents, you have to just come up with words. Yeah. Yeah. Aisha, please go ahead.
Yes, Aisha, unmute yourself and tell us from
Yeah.
these combination whether you've been able to create words or not.
Sun,
Okay, fine.
arrow, ant, apple,
Okay,
tent, tent,
okay.
Cat,
spider, cat,
bat,
rat, mat, pat,
So
tap,
many words. Wow. Okay, great, nice.
all three
tips,
letter words like
net,
cat, bat, 80 words, AN words
pan,
we can create.
Oh,
pin.
right. All right.
Many can be created like this.
Okay, that's interesting if you've been able to create, words from this. But you know what I was looking at? I was looking at some answer like, we are not able to create words with this. I was looking at those answers, but you have already told me words from even A to Z because you know the sounds as parents, and because you know that phonics are being taught, so you know that okay, there are these words from A to Z letter. But you think of a 3-year-old child or a 2.5-year-old child who does not know the sounds, they're not introduced, and you ask them to make a word, they will not be able to. So my answer was looking at a no, but next one. Now, if I give you sat pen, now tell me if you're able to create words from these. So tell me what all words you can create from these words, these letters, and you can write them down or you can share your inputs. Here, I'm sure
At,
you will be able to.
in, and nip.
At,
Oh,
At,
nip,
as,
okay,
In, is, it,
okay,
sheep, sheep, nip, tip, tip,
yes,
tip, tin, seed,
exactly.
lead, lead,
Okay,
dig, big, plan, jig, fig,
okay, all right. So yes, from the sat,
tin,
if you are
win,
okay.
yeah.
Here you able to tell me so many words, right? Because now you know that there are these sat pin order that we teach phonics to the children in the schools. So from here you can make sat, you can make tin, you can make pin, so many words. But the other activity, actually the answer was supposed to be no, because you can't if you don't know the phonics sounds. Now moving on to the next activity, what is phonics and why it is important. So basically, phonics are single letter sounds for the sound of letter S, A, and each letter has a sound associated with it. Like sat, pin, till Z, and more, we have sound of each letter, and that is important for children to get used to the sounds and then learn 2-letter words reading and finally 3-letter words and slowly sight words. So, what is a phoneme? So, phoneme is the smallest unit of the sound in a word. For example, K. K has a K sound. C has a K sound. A has a sound. So, this is all phoneme, and phoneme is the smallest unit of the sound in a word. So, now how the phoneme is written, that is called graphonym. That's another definition. How the any letter sound is written, that's called graphonym. Now, what is phonics? So, phonics is basically building blocks that help children to identify the letter sounds and then pick up reading. Words are made up of small units of sounds called phonem. Phonics teachers teaches early learners or a preschool child to pick up phonem sounds by listening to each letter sound carefully. Further, children through these letter sound pick up reading of 2 and 3 letter words, and that's how they pick up reading. Moving on next, so every school will also follow a certain pattern. It can be a jolly phonics pattern, it can be alpha blocks, and so they would pick up sounds with satpin. When I was also parents, I just want to share my little experience as an educator. When I was teaching with Sri Ram school, so there was a parent who asked me, why not A to Z order? We have always learned, even during our times, A to Z, and phonic sounds were not that much prevalent when we were students and all. And parents don't know how these sounds are and how reading comes. So that's why in these new age times, sat pin order is what is followed by most schools. And so there will be a little progression how children are taught in nursery, KG, class 1 level as well. Now, blending. So once your child knows the sound of letter S, so they know S sound, U sound, N, N. So they stretch the word. Now, 2 letter words, how that helps in reading. So when they know A at AP apps, so then once they read 3 letter words to blend, how it will help them in reading. So they know this S sound. U and un becomes un, so un. That's how they're blending each letter to read, each word to read and blend together. That's how reading comes. Now if I give you another word, cat, for example. So C sound, they know k, a, and t, and then they stretch the sound k, at. So now how they're going to blend it together, break the word into 2 parts, ka and at becomes cat. So that's how blending is done. So individual phonic sounds and breaking the word into parts for reading, that is the best strategy for reading and gradually progressing into other words. Further, there are sight words and so many things that will help in reading. My next is how phonics are taught with a transition into reading. So first letter is phoneme sounds, then 2 letter sounds digraph, that is at, an, app words, then blending those phoneme sounds to read. Then there are these sight words like I, my, the, this, all these. Then there are these 3 letter sounds like, cat, mat. So, trigraph sounds are there. So these are the different transition into reading. So these are the steps how children will pick up reading through phoneme sounds. So that's why the sat in order is very, very important. And the next slide, which I'll show you, a sort of not the ideal way progression for teaching phonics class level wise, but yes, if that is followed in school, it will be helpful. But so I'm just going to show you how it should be. And so this is the approaches to teaching phonics at a school. I would not say it would be the most ideal, but yes, this will bring our children close into reading. So nursery KG level, nursery LKG level will be introduced to phoneme sounds, 2 letter digraphs, sight words, and reading 2 or 3 letter words. So that's the nursery level. So I would say age group would be 3 to 4 years. Then, when we move to LKG, 4 to 5 years, so they are introduced to identifying this. Like, suppose there's a word CAT. So in between, they'll identify the middle phoneme sound. So those kind of things will be done. So the blend sound, SH, ch, and reading sentences. Class 1 level will be introduced to spelling rules, tricky words, how reading is done, and those little activities with them, because they have gone through all these steps. And of course, different school would have different patterns, which letters they will be taught at nursery level, and some will be taught in KG level and then class 1. So that's how their progression is at school, which is mostly with the educators. And so they follow a pattern at school for teaching your child to read well. And so any questions, anybody?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in blending.
Yes.
This is actually out of experience. When I teach a child, my child or other child, if I'm going to pronounce the letter, like for example, sun, if I say
Hmm.
and in, then he
Hmm.
goes like soon, like that he goes. He's not coming out with a word because he's not been introduced to the sounds. So when I'm starting to teach, he's not able to get the exact sound. So how to go with the child?
Right. So what you can do in that is first let him hear the auditory sounds of 8 letters, sat pin order or jolly phonics rhymes. If you put on YouTube, the child will hear it repetitively. That will give him a clarity. Then the other thing is introduce him to, digraph that at 2-letter words like un, lu, n. So that is the second step. So once he knows that these 2 steps, then he'll be able to read, like you said, so you have to train the child like that. K and at. So these 2-letter words is the second step into reading. When how the children will pick up. So phoneme sounds, he has to be clear. The child has to be clear with the sounds. Then comes these 2-letter words like at, app. With each letter sound, there are these diagrams. So this is the order. So once the child is clear at these 2 steps, then comes the reading. Any other questions?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And I also take phonics sessions for children, and I'll tell you about my services after this, after the question and answer session, so that you know that there is an organization that I run. So you can definitely take my support on that.
Yeah. So
Any other
again,
question?
I want
Ma'am,
to ask you
first
all
we
the.
have to introduce alphabets or phonics sounds.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that's very, very important.
can you again ask can you please ask this
First,
question
we have
again?
to introduce alphabets or phonics sounds to children.
So the question is
Yes.
whether we should introduce first alphabets and after that phonics, or how we have to, like, what we should do first, phonics sound or alphabet?
First,
That is the question.
Yes,
first is
sir.
the phonics sounds. Yes, like the sat pin order, you can do it as sat pin order, but in the YouTube, you'll find A to Z letters. So, even if the child hears that A to Z, A has a as sound, so it's on the phonics approach only. But the schools teach with sat pin approach, so you can use that, or jolly phonics, you put that and let the child hear it. That is also good. And so first is phoneme sounds. That's very, very important.
Yeah, parents, please, if you have any question, if you want to know how to, because what we do, like with little information or with incomplete information, we follow a pattern. And that will, as of now, you will not see any kind of difference in your child, because around you, whatever all other kids are doing, you will feel that, okay, mera bachcha sahi hai, he is going on right path. But you will see changes in your child when your child will be in maybe class 1 or class 2, when there will be full-fledged reading. And that time, your child will go through a different mental, emotional change or mental changes, because when you won't be able to understand, or he is not, or she is not able to understand how things are being taught in class, maybe not cope up with the things, and being parent, because the generation we belongs to, we have been taught very differently. So it's very important to follow the new age methodology. And it's very important because we are the only one who are responsible for our kids. And if your child will, because I have seen many kids, they start early reading at 3 or 4 years, and they're very fluent reader. So it's not just because the child is very smart or child is genius. Every child is genius. The only thing is up to us, how we bring out those qualities or how to bring out those traits. So it's very important for us. So I would suggest, I would urge everyone, if you have any question, don't keep it with yourself. Just ask. As of now, we have Amrita with us. She will be able to answer your query. Yes, Nidhi, please go ahead.
Sir, I'm audible. I'm audible.
Yeah,
Yes, you
Nidhi,
are.
you are audible.
Yeah. Sir, I am following SATPIN method in the classroom. But query is coming of the parent that my child is not able to write her name, full name, because sounds are not clear to her yet. And you are in hurry. You are in hurry. You are giving them the practice of standing, sleeping lines, alphabets and all. How to go about it, sir? This kind of query.
Amrita, would
Okay.
you like to answer this? Like, first of all, I mean, it's, yeah, please go ahead, then only I'll reply to that.
This is
Yeah,
an
I'm going
interest.
on this Ratpin method, but parent query is my child is not able to write her name yet because she's not following the sounds clear with
Oh,
the sound.
all right. So, Nidhi, can you tell me which class do you teach?
It's LKG, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. So, yes, you are following the.
Myself was supposed to write her name in myself concept.
Okay, all right. So that's the EVS concept. So see, SAT order you're teaching, that's very good. That's commendable. That's how it should be. And why would any parent expect a 3-year-old child to write their names? That will come slowly. I would not, even if I have taught even in the EVS, the child has to write his or her name. I would not expect the child to know. Yes, they would, when they call, when the child's name is called, what, like for example, if the child name is Nidhi, why would I
Yeah.
expect the child to write Nidhi? So that's impossible. So slowly, once the child reaches class one, then the child will be definitely be able to write.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
tell the
myself
parent just to
concept
follow the phonics
was
approach.
there of myself. Myself concept was there, and she was supposed to write her name over there. So child is little confused.
Yeah,
In that case,
obviously because
yeah, please
so
go ahead.
the child will definitely be expect the child to write at nursery level. They can just copy their name from the worksheet or something, or from the cover page. But that whole level of for writing their name would only come when they are in class one. 3-year or 4-year-old
Okay.
child, we should not expect that from them. At least I
Okay.
would not
Okay.
as an educator.
Yeah, I would like to
Okay.
add more things. So basically, when we are talking about names, so again, our Indian names, because the way it sounds, it's totally different. So you cannot, like, this is, we are comparing two languages actually. So if you're from
Okay.
south, your name will be different. I'm from north. I'm just telling you, right? So parents have to have patience actually, because it takes time. It takes time to learn, to make sure that the child is following the right path. And if we will push them, then again, the way you said that the child is getting confused, definitely child will get confused, and over a period of time, child might lose interest. Because what will happen, like parents, maybe they will ask like, why, and then the psychologically child will start thinking, if I'm doing something wrong or some, I mean, we don't understand their emotions, but it happens. I have been into this industry for so long. I have interacted with so many parents, and I know. So next time, whenever you interact with such parents, ask them that, have some patience. Eventually your child will learn, but it takes time.
Okay.
We just started, so things
Sure.
will come up. And then we have one
Sure.
more question from Elizabeth. So, at what age do we start teaching then these basic of reading. So again, at what age we start teaching them these basics of reading? Amrita.
So I think, as per me, even if the child is 2.5 or 2.9, you can introduce them to the sound, let them hear the sound of A to Z, because the child is not in a formal school yet, but you can introduce them through alphabets and songs, these sounds. That's the best approach. 2.5 is very good.
Yeah, that's what
2.5.
we also. Yeah, 2.5 plus onwards, the once child kids start speaking. So earlier also we have mentioned many a time that as a this is scientific fact. This is not something we have made it up. So till 6 year of age, our brain gets doubled. 95% brain gets doubled, right? And during this age, if we introduce more and more, it's not like we have to make it fun for kids. More logical things should be there, more fun based activity should be there. So kids, we as a parents, we become deciding factor that no, my child is not taking interest, maybe my child is slow, maybe my child is fast. Please give your time, maybe spend some time and you do things. And if you don't have that kind of experience, definitely being a like when I was a like I'm a father also, and when we I was working in IT, I never knew about all this thing. So I used to learn from Google, and then again the incomplete information was not helpful for me at all. And for the same reason, we wanted to build this platform. So even if it's skill based activities, parents keep on asking us, what is the point? Like I'm getting from school, I'm buying from market, or there are also on Amazon. If you will see, there are number of books are there for phonics, and everyone level 1 2 3. But again, there is no guidance, there is no proper path, as Amrita mentioned in earlier one of the slide, that how phonics should be taught, right? So there are further steps, and if you will not follow these steps, then you will expect your child that your expectation will be very high, and at that
Yes.
time what will happen, if your child will not respond, being a parent, you will feel that there is something, my child is slower, maybe he's not doing properly or she's not doing. But don't think that way. Please, it's a request from everyone that follow a proper guided path actually, or guidance from an expert, or maybe school, because schools has why we these things were not there earlier, right? And when we were growing up, why A B C D, A for apple, B for boy, and everything works fine. But we all know that we struggle a lot, right? We have put in so much hard work to make sure that our communication is far better. We have been practicing for so many years, then only, and still some of us, if you are from Haryana, if I'm from UP, you will always see the dialect. I mean, you will see something in pronunciation, right? And it will be there. So that is why it is very important that this new age, like we should introduce it at a very, very early stage, and we should take help of proper expert, rather than we go ahead and we buying uh, you know uh, 1 or 2 3 books from here and there. So again, we have one more question. My child is able to identify the sounds of letter individually, but coming to words he is confused between I sounds. So again, that is Amrita, you can answer. I've been, because we have this phonics kit and we have created for just to make it easy for parents. So they have a guide, they have proper
Yes.
manual. So what exactly are the rules when E has a like I sound or A sound? I mean, there are different sounds, right? So that is again very confusing. So please go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you, see, phoneme is the basic base. Phoneme is like this base has to be clear. So E sound is eh, like Jolly Phonics, E is eh. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Like if you heard that Jolly Phonics rhyme, so E is eh, and I is E, like hiccup, E. So that the child gets that distinction at the phoneme stage. So I is E, like a hiccup, and E is E. So once the child is clear with these different steps, then reading will come again here. Two letter words has to be introduced at a school, like at, app, those letter words like with you, ut, t, at, n. So once the child, after the phoneme sounds, the child has to be taken to the two-letter word stage with each letter sound. Once these two steps are clear, then your child will be able to read. So there are these steps which has to be followed properly. Even if you feel that, schools have a pressure, teachers have a pressure on syllabus completion, everything. So then you need experts like me. Right after soon after pandemic in April 2022, I started my own little organization. I'm an online center. So now I'm telling you this so that if you need any support from me, you can click pictures of this so that I can guide you through my videos, or you can make your child join my sessions. This will help. You Google my website, Class to Connect, everything will come on this website. So I offer classes for phonics and tuition-based classes for children in studying in classes 1 to 5. So I'm taking you through all these. Keep clicking pictures, parents. This will help you after
Yeah,
the
definitely.
webinar.
If any of the parents will ask for us about your details, we would share, because being the reason we exist is we want to help people. I mean, all the parents, be it skill
Yes.
development, be it worksheet. I'm sure many of you have seen our worksheets, and we are providing at very economical price. So many parents ask us that why. Uh, why at such low price we are getting something at lower than that, why one worksheet at a time, why so much, whether we get all the phonics every, so for like we start from basic 2 year to 6 year, and we have covered from topic subtopic wise also. So parents, it becomes easy, and again we have to give the worksheet as per the interest of child, and then that way you will be able to help your child in a better way. So it will not happen that you will, if let's say we are providing 6,000 or 8,000 worksheet, you will do get the printouts. No, so you have to print out these worksheets and give it to your child. Then phonics is also covered. And again, if you need uh, any help, like you need contact detail of Amrita, you can ping us in the, if you are part of our group, ping admin, and we will definitely share her details with you, because we want to ensure that you follow the right path and you take the help of an expert. And at the same time, yeah, one more. I have a one doubt. Ramya Shri, if you have a question, please ask. It would be very helpful.
Yeah, hi. Actually, my kids are they are in class 1 right now. So they were introduced phonics in the last year, that were when they were in UKG. And the thing was they have they were introduced with that book Jolly Phonics Level 1. So that book they have finished it, but the problem is this year they are teachers have started teaching everything. I mean the longer words and question answers type, those things they have started. So my problem is like my kids, like I'm encouraging them to read not only those 2 letter 3 letter words, but like more complex words, like suppose a basic simple book, I mean story books or something. But they are they are not able to means they are able to read, but they are losing interest when they look at those big words. So how to cope up with that? I mean, they've just as you have shown in the screen, the Jolly Phonics level 1 was only completed. So that they are with those phonemes, they have they understand it. But when they look at these longer words, big words, they are like terrified. So how to cope up with that?
Okay, the solution is first of all, Rameshri, one challenge with schools is because the teachers and the school they want to complete the syllabus, so the skills
Yeah.
are definitely take time. That is one of the things I've seen as an educator. So now, I put these services that I offer, and, like Exploralearn also have the objective to help parents. I'm also here, Class to Connect offers services to parents. And so, I have these batches, tuition batches after school hours. So your solution is this. So make the child join my tuition classes. Class one batch, 1 to 3 children study in these batches. So your reading problem, everything will be solved here. And I'm going to also, share the next slide after towards the end, and flash it on the screen so that you can connect with me, book a demo, and enroll the child for my online tuition classes. And so they are terrified to see those long words. My approach will actually help them through games. That's how
Okay.
it's approach. So you need to
Okay.
try all the. That's why
Yes, so
I've kept this.
Yes, so Rameshri, there is not even a like, even if you'll say that you go and you follow this pattern, it will not help you out, because what school have done, again, there is nothing wrong or right, but again they have their own pressure, as Amrita said. So it becomes our responsibility only, and schools will not take care of everything once your child is at home. And at
Hmm.
home your child is having lot of time, right? Maybe your child, once they start reading, again, reading is something which by the 4.5, or I have seen kids, or by 5 year, the moment they get into class 1, they start reading small storybooks. And
Hmm.
this help them in development of like lot of, because first 6 years are very important. So their imagination, their thought process, their vocab, how they are picking up words, what words they are using in day-to-day conversation, and overall personality development, how your child confidence will be built. So if we think of only one aspect, but when kids are very young, there are multiple aspects are associated with them. We parents tend to ignore. We are not aware, not ignore, I would say, but we are not aware. So we just think that nahi, abhi chal jayega, maybe it will work out, maybe next after a few months my child will pick up or will do. Maybe we are conscious that we are already spending a lot of money in school, why would we go after all these things? But trust me, later when your child will grow up, that time you will see a lot of struggle. When your child will be
Yes.
6, 7, 8, then there will be totally different child, because they will go through a lot of emotional changes, and then they will not be able to communicate, because what you have not understood earlier, they will see same way, that how my parents will understand me if I'll talk about this. If I can't read, they will not tell you that I can't read. They'll start making faces, maybe ignoring, maybe taking here and there, because they are not communicating to you. So it's better we take a guided help. It's better we follow up certain methodology. It's better we create, or we have a bond with our kids. Eventually, your child will come up with like why I'm saying, I come from a place where everything was in Hindi. But
Okay.
again, after a lot of work I have done on my communication skills, I mean, my schooling was from very, very nominal, some very small village from Rajasthan. But again, I have to work hard. And that I have to work really hard to come up, to work on my skills, be it confidence, be it personality, be it communication. But things we are getting, because these opportunities were not there when we were young, and our
Yeah.
parents were not aware, right? But as a
Yeah,
parent, now
true,
when
true.
we are aware, we should use them for our own benefit, because your child will get benefited and you will see a different kind of confidence. You will see a confident child. Once your child will be like, if your child would have reading all this thing thoroughly, you would have been happy mother. You would have been telling that, yes, my child is reading everything. So that is what they want to see. And that is where we need help. And that is why we are here.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. take your parents through these important information that you can keep save it, take screenshots. I want to also show you how online classes will benefit, whether it's tuition classes or for children in the early years. So these are the some of the key pointers. So you can go through this, take pictures, and then someone who needs help with phonics and everything, online school. I was also training a child who was homeschooled, and the parents has no intention of sending the child to school. So Monday to Friday, I take these sessions with the child. So Monday the phonics class, so the child is picking up sounds and reading. So homeschool is also an option. And then once they are at the class one level, they will definitely be much settled. So you can explore these options with me as well, and we are there. So if you want to explore tuition options, so you have the tuition classes option, how that structure will be and how your child will be taught. Everything is there in that. And these sessions are for just 30 minutes, and they will support your child, whether in tuition classes or even an online school. Like I want enrollments to come to me, and all these steps will certainly support your child at class one level in the school. So these are the session pictures, how I would go through, and it's all playway methods. There will be ebook material, everything. And when you enroll your child in my online school, before even if they have not been admitted into a school, so this is one of the options which you can explore. For the early years, I feel that children should learn from home and then go into a formal school when they are at a class one level. So, all these steps can get cleared through me, and so you can explore these options too, or tuition classes. You see which option suits you the best. And so how reading is done, everything. So Hindi reading is also the same way, like we teach phoneme, so that is there. Then sight words for speaking at class one level, KG levels, these kind of things will help. And if the child is taking sessions from me, so nursery child in 1 year will be able to read 2 and 3 letter words. A KG child is getting ready for class one, so that's how the child will be trained and will be able to read sentences and write sentences, so that at class one they're not struggling. And then these are the services, other services I offer, like for class one children, 1 to 5. And there are other English speaking courses. So look up into this. For phonics also, I can create videos. It will be a subscription video where I'll be there, and I'll be giving the sounds and helping the child, tell the sound and blend it. All these will be done at different stages. So its subscription will be like a Netflix package or something like that, and which will support your child. So you can explore. There are a lot of options. So I'm flickering this last screen. Write into me, send me a WhatsApp message on this number, and we can definitely connect. You can book a demo class for the child so that I understand the child better, and you as parents. So please take this down. Note this down, everybody. And you
Yeah.
Google
So
Class.
yeah,
Yes.
please connect. So again, connect to class, right?
Connect,
That
class to connect, they
class
can
to connect. I'm
and
sorry, class to connect. That can be, you can Google it and you will find details more around there. And the mobile
yes,
number is there on screen. Just note it down. You can directly contact Amrita. And I hope this session, I believe some parents have joined late, but those who have joined, it was helpful because irrespective of whether you, I mean, the purpose is not to take services, right? The purpose is to create awareness. The purpose is to make sure that whenever you take any decision, you take based on information rather than our own feeling, right? So it is very important for all of us. So never take a decision based on what your hunch feeling is saying. Like, मैंने नहीं किया, I have not done something like that. Yeah, I have not. Uh, it was not there during our times. Time has changed. Our kids need our help, as a parent, you are the one who can help them out and create a positive environment bonding and make sure that you bring out the true potential of your child. So that's what we say, that every child has a, your child can be a superstar, but the only thing how and when, like how to get those quality out of your child. So there should be a proper path and a proper methodology should be there. That is the reason I'm being IT engineer started this skill base for kids. The only reason because we truly believed in it, and that is the reason we come up with this skill development program. You most of you must have seen a post in our group. So if you are not aware, we have a dedicated team. You can get the complete details and the kind of content and the material we provide. Trust me, no one can match it in India or abroad. So many international schools are using our content for educating their kids in the school. Many parents are using, they are getting benefited. So even sometimes parents, we understand that every one of us has a financial constraints also. So we have these worksheets also where you can take out the printout. I mean, you can get it at a very nominal price. You can take the printout, and we have covered a lot of brain development activities from 2 year to starting from 2 year to 6 year. And we are not there only for just selling you product. No, we are there to support you. So whenever you feel, even we, that is what we tell all the parents, that if you feel that something, you have seen some unique idea and you want those kind of worksheets, inform us. If you are our premium user, we will create those worksheets for you. So I hope this session was very helpful. I would like to thank everyone for taking out time from their busy schedule. I'm sure because I know being a mother is full-time job, and in our sessions mostly mothers are there, and maximum the inquiries we get, I would say 95% only mothers are inquiring. That shows their commitment, because mothers are spending more and more time with their kids, and they exactly know how to, what exactly is required at this moment. So hats off to you all mothers out there. And I really, I mean, I always, whenever I interact with mothers, so I'm thankful that you there is nothing we can compare with the kind of dedication or the love or care you give to your kids, and you fight it out, and you even this in this age you always looking out for more and more information, so that you want to see a confident and you know, a confident child, and raising a child who is smart, who is confident, and who's full of energy. So for the same, we are here to help you. And as Amrita has taken really a wonderful session, so I want to thank Amrita as well. Thank you, Amrita, for your time. Maybe we will plan another session where we can help parents regarding more complexity, because sometimes we get this question of what is digraph, why I need it, what is the, and then the sight words. Parents are confused about sight words. So again, a little in more detail, a workshop, so that they get to understand. So those who those who are smart enough and they can create their own content, we are there to help you. And those who need our help, again, we are there to help you out.
The appreciation, and that will be my pleasure. If there are some more workshops, I can definitely, support the parent community. You are doing what I believe in, and with Exploralearn and with Class to Connect, we are all there for the parents. So that's why it helps us both ways.
So with this, I'll end this session. Again, once again, thank you everyone for joining and taking out time for this workshop. Thank you, parents. Take care of your kids, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everybody.